Welcome, dear viewers, back to the Musings of Maverick channel. I'm your host, Maverick, where today we're going to be watching the penultimate episode of Shoumetsu Toshi, episode 11. So, last episode, we essentially reset the entire series to the beginning, right? Yuki and Takuya are back on their trusty motorcycle, heading towards Lost, although circumstances are a little bit different this time. We now know that the area around Lost is very dangerous because it has some kind of particles that will make you lose your mind and lose your memories, right? So that's part of the risk of going there. Now, the organization, on the other hand, Taiyu, especially the director of, or I guess the mastermind behind the organization right now, they apparently have devised a drug that will be able to withstand these kinds of conditions, and they are also heading towards Lost as well, or at least Taiyu himself is. So they are going to be on a direct collision course there. Now, of course, since Takuya and Yuki are our protagonists, I'm going to assume that they're going to find some kind of way to prevent this kind of situation, right? I still hold on to the belief that because Yuki's dad is in there, they will be relatively unharmed by the particles, which I believe the entire Lost and effect and whatnot has something to do with Yuki's father. And we'll probably look at what exactly it is within this episode. So, let's see if it can manage to wonder us. Alrighty, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. And hopefully Takuya in particular can manage to not fall off from his scooter this time. Like how many times has it been that he's done this? 3 times already? Oh. Suzuna. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna skip this real quick. And back. Trust. How do you know that? Is that just a hypothesis you have? Or are you sure that's gonna work? Oh? Oh, okay. I mean, never mind. You'd think that they probably should have coordinated this before. You might have also wanted to wear something other than a miniskirt, girl. No, it's not really a miniskirt. It's a pencil skirt. But the point still stands. Oh? What? Who are you? Oh. Why are they helping him? Like, when? What? 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 Huh. Shouldn't they have done this before? They... Ugh. I gotta... Sorry. There's just too many things to retort here. You guys are making an awfully big commotion, you know. Is he gonna kill her or something? Those guys are the worst security guards ever. Oh, is this the former principal? Yep. Oh, he's dead? Alright. Don't they have like any security cameras within the facility? Force a reset? But any... No. Any server room worth its salt would have redundant power supply. Oh? He cares for her? Okay, now we get what she is. These are all the failed experiments. Oh. So she actually came from the school? Okay. Yeah. Any server room worth its salt would have redundant power supply. Oh. And she's not dead yet. Yep. No, I... I thought her ability was to foresee the future. Hmm? Yeah, she's also a really good hacker. Brute force the password? Alright. This actually makes sense. But good. But still, I'm okay, so this is the opening. Oh damn. They just holy crap. Okay, I didn't expect them to just literally just get in there. Hmm. Her memories? Rip. But even if he is, you are dead. Hmm. I really hope this is actually going somewhere instead of just being a recap of the past episodes. Oh. Okay, so there is a divergence here. So how come Takuya isn't being affected by this? Oh, never mind. And they actually still have a freaking road to ride on? How did he even survive that? Oh, what? Oh, okay. Alternate reality? Hmm. Okay. Now I kind of get the idea what they're trying to do. Thank God. I thought they were going to just go through an entire recap. Oh. Hmm. Yeah, but like, just. So it's gonna be Yuki that saves him then. Oh, here's Taiyu. Taiyo. I wonder what actually happened to Suki. I thought that she didn't actually die. At least that's my prediction. But oh. And how do you plan on doing that? How do you guys know that though? Hmm? Hmm. Ah, see? Something to look forward to. Something to return back to. That is going to be the key to them keeping their memories. Is there actually gonna be romance between these two? And there we go. Hmm. I'm sorry. That what? Whoa. I don't even know how to retort this anymore. Oh. Dang. Still here? Ooh. This is the big boss, though. Hmm. Alrighty, alrighty. Don't really know what to say about this entire thing. But let me skip this ending real quick. And there we go, 11 episodes in, and our protagonists have finally made it into Lost, and they didn't crash their scooter this time, so yay! Now, I'll be honest, I was a little bit annoyed at the beginning of the episode, especially when they suddenly had this, new method of preserving the memories of people who went into the Lost. And I was like, how do you even know that? You've never tested it before, and what did you think the organization, Lacuna, were doing all this time, right? If it was simply this easy, they would have done it a long time ago. And they wouldn't need to be developing that drug, right? So, I was initially annoyed by this, but at least in the end, it turns out that as expected, that didn't work. So even though all the others were, doing their best to support Takuya and Yuki, in the end, it didn't really matter because their communication, their messages couldn't get into that, into Lost anyways. So I was fairly okay with it. And yeah, it does mean that they've been doing all this work for nothing, but at the same time, at least it makes the plot and story more consistent in a way. And there's not only some Hail Mary method of getting into Lost, right? So I did appreciate that part. Now later on, the entire part where they were taking on the organization and whatnot, I appreciate the accuracy in regards to the hacking and the servers. First of all, like I said within the episode, servers always, at least any server worth their salt, any data server worth their salt, would have backup power, so that part is accurate. I like how, unlike a lot of those, hacking, how should I say it, movies or anime or media, it's not, geek typing like 1,000 words per minute doing hacking stuff, right? It's really just, there shouldn't really even be a progress bar on the screen, but at least it's simplified, right? He's simply running a program that's brute forcing the system, hacking into it, if you will. Now, granted, if you're really going to talk about realistic things, even with a supercomputer, I doubt that they would be able to hack into an enterprise grade server, but at least it's within the realm of accuracy, right? Including, borrowing a supercomputer to make their computing power more strong so they can brute force it more quickly. In fact, lots of magnitudes more quickly. Like, if he was really considering brute forcing using his laptop, I gotta say, that is completely ridiculous and impossible. So, but like I said, at least it's somewhat accurate to the situation. And then that's most of my comments on the helping part. In regards to, oh, and also I just want to note that I believe that they were able to do it this simply, especially all the guards being not really good guards and whatnot, like comically bad. I believe it's because, well, Taiyu just doesn't care anymore, right? By all means, it seems that he believes he's on the verge of victory, so, he's disposing of anything and anyone. None of that matters to him anymore. He believes that he is on the precipice of success, right? He's going to go in, get rid of Daichi and open the portal, and his mission will be complete. So none of the other parts matter to him. Otherwise, I highly doubt that 4 people are able to, get into the agency stronghold and hack into their servers. That is, judging by the way that that they've been doing things so far, I highly doubt they would have been able to pull that off. So really, it's a matter of Taiyu not caring about this. So yeah, and also before we talk about Takuya and Yuki, I like to talk about Suzuna a little bit. The girl with the unique hairstyle that Taiyu killed right before he entered Lost. So I thought that her special ability was in regards to predicting the future or something like that, right? But well, first of all, here we understand a little bit more about her backstory. So she did come from that orphanage as well, and she was one of the test subjects, and she was one of the successful ones, right? Well, before we saw that part, we saw her sitting in a room, right, where there were lots of different pictures and a lot of different words and on the whiteboard and different lines all pointing to failure, right? Now I believe the pictures there represents all the different kids that were from the orphanage and that were eventually experimented on and probably killed by the organization. Now all the stuff on the whiteboard, I believe that those are all the potential plans of assassination that she's been running through her head. So maybe her not really sure. Maybe she does have this special ability where she can see into the future, or maybe she just has a more enhanced calculating ability within her so that she can calculate the different outcomes and possibilities of things. So what I got from there was that she was thinking of lots and lots of different methods that can be used to kill Taiyu, and all of them resulted and led to failure, except for one, which was a question mark, right? That one was not a failure, but it wasn't necessarily a success either. And Suzuna decided to take the chance and use that one, since it was the only one that was not a failure, and that led to what she eventually did, right? Now, since we couldn't see the front part, I'm not really sure like how far back this goes, but potentially this is leading up all the way up to that point where she's driving Taiyu to Lost. Maybe even all the stuff that she did to Yuki as well were part of this big plan. At least that's what I believe anyways. So just a little supplement information for you guys, because I did find her character pretty interesting. I want to learn more about her, but sadly she is dead. And I guess finally we get to Takuya and Yuki, right? Actually, looking back on this episode, I do like how they portrayed that part, At first, I was really kind of annoyed that they were just simply recapping and reusing the scenes from all the past episodes, but they didn't do that. They actually did some changes to it, right? Like, if you were to relive that event, what would your perception actually be? What would you actually do? Yada yada yada. I did like that entire process. The animation was still crap, like, don't get me wrong, but at least I feel like the spirit of it was there, and so I did enjoy that part. And like I mentioned last episode, see, the seaside talk is important because it gives them something to return back to, a thing to look forward to, and that is what eventually led to them, I guess, strengthening their willpower and being able to, keep their memories, right? That is, that in itself is a sort of Deus Ex Machina, but what can you say, right? So I guess it just tells us that willpower is stronger than any of this thing, and the bonds between them and whatnot. I mean, this has been a tried and true concept that's been used numerous times before, so I'm not gonna rate them on that. What I will say, however, was that the ending part where their hands touch and then and then they suddenly burst into a scene on the freaking scooter. Like, I don't know what to say, man. That part is too funny. I don't even know what to retort for that. Like, okay, that was something, right? I'm not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it was something. So yeah. Anyways, I guess all in all, I'd say overall it's a plus for me for this episode. No, the things that I were annoyed by were later explained, and it turns out that it wasn't something that should have annoyed me, so it's got that going for them. And I guess for the next episode with the finale, they're gonna have to find a way to defeat Taiyu, and like, who knows, right? By all means, the story is much longer than just 12 episodes, so not really sure what they can end it on. Like, yeah, I don't know. I have no idea how it's going to end. I guess it's going to be sort of a milestone, but they're going to leave the ending, I guess, a bit more open, right? Though whether or not this can receive a second season, I am highly dubious on. But we shall see. We shall see, because the next episode appears to be having a big fight showdown for them to win. Probably, again, mind over matter kind of thing. Whose willpower is stronger is going to win, and that is that. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. To me, it was okay. It was okay. Some parts were definitely very amusing, let's just say. All right, I'll see you guys next week for the finale, and until then, see you guys. Bye bye.